Hey everybody, this is JJ, and today what I have for you is another great deal alert from Optics Planet. Okay guys, so Optics Planet has put together 3 different bags that are basically like a pre-packaged or, the beginning of a pre-packaged bug out bag or get home bag or whatever you want to call it. And this one is called the Just the Basics Bug Out Pack. So it comes with the OpMod Tac Pack 2, which I've given you guys a brief overview of on this video right up there. And I'm going to give a more in-depth review on that pack later. I've been carrying a separate one as my everyday carry pack, kind of trying to develop it as an active shooter type bag. So once I get that all finished up, then I'll definitely show you guys kind of what I've put into it and all that kind of stuff. But in this kit, they give you a lot of good stuff to start off with. All right, and I want to stress that I think their intention is that this is a beginning, to like a get home bag or something along those lines. That's kind of really where I see this fitting in at, is like a vehicle pack or something along those lines. You're going to need to personalize it towards your area, your environment, where you live, the additional considerations that you might need for your particular situation. So let's go ahead and go over the items that they have here real quick that are in it, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what you could add to it. So the first thing that they have is a pretty nice, it is a Winger. It's an insulated stainless steel water bottle. Not a bad water bottle. I mean, it's a very nice, water bottle. And I think the only downside to this, if I were going to change anything, is I would just want a single-walled one, because it would be easier to boil water. And just a plain stainless steel would be fine for me without the paint job and everything. But for just normal everyday use and all that, I mean, it's a super nice water bottle, you know what I mean? But I'm just kind of talking about as far as use in the field and that kind of stuff. It's got a pretty cool little clip here. You can hang a carabiner on it or whatever. And I want to say it's like 800 milliliters. Yeah. So that's it's got a little sport top. It's definitely a nice water bottle, and it's going to be a good container for you. The next thing they've got here is a Streamlight. It's the Pro Polymer, LED light. I mean, I've used Streamlights for a lot of years. I've never had any issues with them. This one's got a runtime up to 155 hours. Comes with 4 AA's. They also provide 4 additional AA's. And these aren't, the brightest tactical light and that kind of thing. In fact, I don't even know if it has the lumen output. 67 lumens is what it is, which is plenty light enough. It's not, a surefire or anything like that. But for area lighting, for walking along the road to try to get home or something like that, that's going to work really well. And what I'm also going to do too is I will try to do, if I can't fit it in this video, I'll do it in another video. But I'll go ahead and try to give you guys a look at using some of this equipment and just give you my impressions of it. Streamlights I've used for years and years. I know that they're quality. I know that's not going to be an issue. But the knife and the compass and all those other things, the Zippo Pack, which is the next thing on the list. I haven't personally used these before. I do have a few of these little fire starters down in one of my survival kits, but I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to work and how this little wheel here is going to work for starting fire. So we'll definitely do a video on that as well. But not a bad little deal, I mean, I'm pretty sure what this is just wax impregnated cotton, and I'm sure it's going to, work just fine. But Zippo is a pretty quality brand as well. And they do throw in a little bit of personal protection here, just a very thin poncho, not a, real big deal as far as shelter goes or anything like that. But, sometimes if you're just trying to get home, this might be just what you need. If it's raining and all that kind of stuff, you may not need a whole lot more than that. So that could suffice just fine. So then we have the Nite Ize reflective cord, and this stuff is pretty cool. I'll try to roll in a little bit of video up here, kind of showing you what it looks like at night and all that kind of stuff. A lot of different applications that you could use this for. One thing immediately that I could think of is, if it wasn't a grid down type scenario where you're trying to stay away from people, then you could definitely use this to mark, you know, your backpack or something along those lines when you're walking down the road, you know, at nighttime and stuff. Just hang a couple strands of it off or whatever, and the headlights are going to reflect off of it. So that's kind of cool there. Then you also have a pretty cool little combination. This is just a Browning little folding knife, and it's got a serrated, about half of it is serrated edge, and then we've got a little clip, a little carabiner clip with an LED light on there as well. So that's kind of cool too. I mean, it's a cutting tool, and it's going to work for cutting cord and you know, little things you might, if you were going to have it be a little bit more sturdy, maybe you want to sturdier knife or something, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Then you've got a Brunton lensatic compass. Now, looks like a decent little compass. As far as I can tell, it is not the actual military style lensatic compass with the tritium inserts and all that kind of stuff. Those cost around 60 bucks. I think this one is retailing for like 12 or something like that. So, but it's still going to work, you know, to get you from point A to point B. So all in all, I took a look at their website, and I wanted to find out, okay, well, you know, how much of a savings is this and all that kind of stuff. So here's really how it boils down. The tack pack right now is on sale for $39.99. Then you've got the Streamlight, which is $22.99. Then you've got the Zippo fire starters for $15.99. The knife combo is $16.99. Then, oh, the lensatic compass was $11.49. The water bottle was $23.29. 4 Energizer batteries, $4.59. The Nite Ize cordage, $9.49, and emergency poncho, $2.19. So that comes up to a grand total of $147.01. So the pack actually costs $149.99. So they charge you a couple bucks for throwing it together, but they do throw in free shipping. So that saves you probably at least $12 or $15 on, you know, a big pack like this and all that. So you save money there, you save money in shipping, but then if you use the Realsur, REALSUR, or short for Reality Survival, discount code at checkout, then you also get an additional $15 off of that. So that takes you down to $134.99 for the beginning of a pretty good get-home bag. Now, like I said, it's the beginning. So what I would recommend is I would think that it would be smart to look at adding some sort of a water filter, number one, or potentially water tablets, you know, purification tablets or something along those lines. Then I would probably beef up the shelter a little bit, maybe just a single tarp or something. Again, in a get-home bag scenario, you're not going to need a whole tent or anything like that. You're just trying to get, you know, home. But I would probably want more than just a poncho, just in case I had to be out there overnight. I could set up an emergency shelter. So then I would probably, myself, this is just all what I would add, I would definitely add a fixed blade knife. I would definitely get a map of the area that you're going to be in, and then I would probably add like a ferro rod or some additional fire starting stuff there as well. Now, beyond that, it is all kind of individual stuff. If you wanted to add a little bit more for, you know, personal protection as far as a weapon or, you know, mace or an asp baton or something along those lines, then that could all be possibilities as well. So, the other thing that I wanted to go over real fast, I don't want to run too long here, is the other kits that they have range in price. So this one is the cheapest, and then they go up to the next level, which is called their Advanced Survival Bug Out Bag, and that one is $279. Now I'll put links to these below in the description, and you can also use the 10% coupon on those as well. Okay, so the Realsur discount code will work as well. And I think they've got it going until December 5th right now, but I'm going to see if I can get them to extend that out a little bit longer as well. So then the third one that they have put together is their SHTF Bug Out Bag Survival Kit. Now this one really jumps up in price. It does have a lot of really good brand name stuff in it though, and it is $669.99. So with the 10% discount, you could be looking at saving like 70 bucks on that one. So that's kind of cool too. Again, the link will be down in the description. So anyhow, guys, this has just been a real quick look at just the basics bug out pack. As always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And if you have any questions about this, please stick them down in the comments below. Don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys.